Yo, what's up, Street Talks? Street Gods, smart talks. Street vlog talks. Here come the house. Alright, some thoughts. A nice warm morning in Los Angeles. We call this our second summer. The sun is still nice and shiny. And it's crazy because this way it's like we went through a major heat wave like a month ago, right? It's like in the hundreds, even the Santa Monica Piers. This way it's gonna hit the 80s. I'm like, personally, I love it. I want to live in LA forever. Erikim.LA. So, yeah, the new king of LA. Actually, it's interesting. So I just finished reading the Pumping Iron documentary with Arnold. And one of the most interesting insights I got from it was essentially Arnold Schwarzenegger essentially, is bodybuilding. And the shoe. Apparently there's going to be new Michelin star restaurants here. And yeah, kind of nice. Looks like they're putting up the decorations. Yeah, shout out to the platform. Take the Metro E line. Get off of the Culver City stop. This place is litty. And also I think the art walk's going to be this weekend in Culver, so swing on through. All right, so some thoughts. So some general ideas that I got is so this clone idea, clone mentality. It's like, I forget who says like you guys my clones, right? And so the general idea is, I think everyone's kind of stuck in this clone mentality. What that means is it is virtuous to, emulate Christ or whatever, right? Think about emulators, right? And to emulate other people is good and virtuous, but for you to be alone is not good, right? For you to emulate yourself is seen as evil and not virtuous. Now, the reason why this is so problematic is one cannot create their own carte blanche, first principles, blank slate ethics. And even studying ethics is kind of a little bit misguided in such a way, because most people who teach ethics or promote ethics, they themselves have flaccid ideas. The heuristic I get from Nassim Taleb is, or I guess this is my motto, right? Is don't trust no philosopher who doesn't deadlift. It's like, bro, if you can't deadlift 8 plates, 9 plates, 10 plates, 11 plates, 12 plates, 30 plates, can't lift 1,000 pounds. It's like, I was actually thinking about this. Is that like, so Pumping Iron, the book, right? There's apparently someone. I don't know if they still call it this, but bodybuilding technicians. And the generalized idea is, you have a bunch of, they call them midgets, right? Fat midgets, right? Sitting on a podium or sitting on a table, and then writing down notes about the physiques of other bodybuilders, right? Now, I find this insanely bizarre because can you imagine, a skinny, fat, typical, antisocial loser, right? Male, sitting behind a podium who has never touched a barbell in his life, right? Judging the physique of other men who's like, look like demigods. Granted that all these dudes are on the juice, right? Or it's kind of like a skinny, fat loser who has never touched a barbell in his life, trying to critique the form of somebody who's about to like deadlift, 1,000 pounds or 10 plates or 20 plates or I don't know, whatever you want to say, right? And so there's this kind of disconnect between the practitioner, like the real life peoples, right? And the sideline commenters. And, nowadays, because, all social media and YouTube's is essentially like 100% bots. Reddit, it's all bots. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's all bots. YouTube comments, all bots, right? So as a consequence, just don't read no comments, disable all the comments, disable all the nonsense is the best path forward. Now, and then the internet is toxic. Don't watch YouTubies. It's like the ultimate. Like actually, people always pointing the finger at other people's. Dude, Google is the real unethical one here. It's like, bro, like you're talking about clickbait. I'm like, Google incentivizes clickbait. It's like, if you're a YouTube creator, right? There's even instructions on how you should create a thumbnail which is eye-catching, right? Which is obviously going to be some, clickbaity, FOMO, sensationalism thing. And also, yeah, as long as Google has to make ad revenue, Google is not ethical. And this is where I still think that ChatGPT is the way, because the model is much more sustainable, it's much more honest. You pay the $20 a month for the paid premium subscription versions, so you're not at least getting cheated in terms of, them essentially monetizing your emotions and your attention. I think Google, you're watching this, some ideas is maybe it would be a more sustainable model to try to monetize your Gemini thing. I think that is the direction that Google is trying to go in, which is generally a good idea. But for the most part, the current model is, very, very unethical and not so good. So, yeah, I think moving forward, think about the world, spend more time in embodied reality in real life. There's no better life than the real world.